guy he says threatened him was Antoine Massey, one of the older inmates that he said was the ringleader. And this Antoine Massey has a history of escapes. Apparently back in, what, 2019, he did it again?
Right, yeah, he has a history of it. Back when, in 2019, when he was 27 years old, he was in Lancaster, Texas, at a jail there, and he broke out along with another inmate, and then he was arrested later that same day, though. Of course, different scenario here, but that's what the arrest affidavit says for Sterling Williams, is that he identified Massey as the one who threatened him. And of course, now we know that he has this history of a jail escape.
Woo, that's not going to go well when he's adjudicated for that one, but maybe the other charges he's facing are more serious anyway. Hey, Mills, thanks a lot. Really appreciate this tonight. It's a long day again, so I appreciate you staying up.
Thank you, Ashley.
Mills Hayes reporting for us live tonight. For more on that maintenance worker and what's about to happen to him for allegedly helping those 10 inmates break out, I'm joined now by attorney Jarrett Ambeau from next door in Baton Rouge. Jarrett, thanks for being here. Oh, man, I mean, 10 escape charges, and I guess his bond is like 1.1 million, this lowly maintenance worker. Is this guy going to go away for life for this, or are they going to see that maybe he was threatened and go easy on him?
It's pretty serious business. I mean, the justification in defense in Louisiana allows him to say that the threat caused him to commit the crime, but his problem is that threat has to be immediate and to be able to be carried out immediately, and I'm not sure he gets there with them in a locked cell and him behind the wall, turning the water off.
What if he can actually prove, like corroborating witnesses, maybe, you know, a wife or a girlfriend or a mother or a sister whom he complained to regularly, like, these guys are going to kill me if I don't help them. And this Massey character is scary. These guys are, you know, some of them are charged with and some are convicted of murder.
Right. These are serious men, and they should be taken seriously. But like the Attorney General said, the threat wasn't immediate because he was able to remove himself from these men and go to a place where they couldn't be. So then it begs the question, could they have then carried that out, right? Could he have left his job? Could he have called police and, told his superiors himself? I mean, all these things he could have done other than assisting them. I think he's in a pretty bad spot.
So I don't, profess to know what it's like on the inside because they've never done time. I report on it a lot. And one thing I do hear a lot is that no matter whether you're separated from an inmate or not, stuff can happen. Word gets out, messages are sent. And my assumption is that this guy works in a jail and he knows that. So whether he can separate himself physically from Massey and these other characters, it doesn't mean he can separate himself from the threat. Isn't that a defense of some kind?
It's really a great point, and I think what it goes to is mitigation for his punishment, actually. Not maybe vitiating his crime that he's committed, right? Lessening the crime, but just lessening the punishment, maybe, that he did this under the threat of this real serious threat of harm, and perhaps will diminish his punishment in the end, but not diminish the fact that he committed the crime itself or helped these guys commit the crime.
Yeah, the authorities said, like you just brought up earlier, and the AG mentioned, bad choice, obviously, but they said he didn't come forward. He was evasive when they actually questioned him. He was untruthful. I wonder, I don't know this guy from Adam, but what if he's just a total dope, right? He doesn't understand the consequences and the severity of still trying to keep him or his family safe. Does that ever play in?
Sure, his sophistication and idea, being able to go through this process and what can I do instead of helping them takes a lot more sophistication than turning off the water. And so I think that's a big deal, right? I mean, that's a great question. Not only the fact that he didn't say it when he was first questioned, so that sort of goes to the fact that he was still scared of these men and what they could do to him or maybe his family on the outside. So those are great points.
I'll tell you what, I believe this guy because some of the stuff that he put in his affidavit was too complicated to make up, right? Like the things that he was asked to do while meeting with these guys on video in the cell pod, take this book inside, there's Cash App information, I want my cousin in another cell to have it. It's like, dude, he's a maintenance worker. I just can't imagine he'd have come up with it. So I tend to think his story's truthful, and I really wonder if it will you know, if it will be a mitigation for him. I don't know. I feel bad for him for some weird reason, because I know that this Massey character is just awful, horrible, and
well, all he
certainly
did was go to work,
of,
right? All he did was go to work,
Yeah.
and then he got into this mess. It's terrible. It's really terrible.
He didn't kill anybody, but I get it. He could have created a situation where these guys might kill someone, so I get it. Really good to have you, Jarrett Ambeau. Thanks so much for this.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.